Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into something that might just flip your morning routine on its head. Those cozy little habits you've been doing forever might actually be quietly working against you, especially if you're over 70. I know it's a wild thought, right? You wake up, rub the sleep from your eyes, maybe let out a little groan as your knees remind you they're not 20 anymore. And then you shuffle through your usual start. Coffee in hand, a quick bite, or maybe just sinking into your favorite chair with the TV on. It feels like second nature, like the perfect way to ease into the day. But here's the kicker. Some of those rituals you've held on to for years could be chipping away at your energy, your strength, even your shot at a longer, healthier life. Don't panic. This isn't about tearing apart your mornings or making you feel like you've been doing it all wrong. Nope. We're just going to take a friendly, no-pressure stroll together through 5 common morning traps that might be sneaking up on you after 70. Better yet, I've got some easy, feel-good alternatives to share. Simple swaps that fit right into your life without turning it upside down. These tweaks? They're small, but trust me, they can pack a punch, helping you feel sharper, stronger, and more alive than you might have thought possible. So, grab whatever gets you going. Coffee, tea, water, whatever, and settle in. Let's chat about this like old friends. Oh, and if you're vibing with this already, drop a 1 in the comments. I'd love to know you're riding this wave with me. Let's kick things off with something most of us can't imagine mornings without, that trusty cup of coffee. Picture it. You stumble out of bed, the world's still a little fuzzy, and the first thing you do is beeline for the kitchen. The smell of fresh brew pulling you like a magnet. For years, it's been your wake-up call, your comfort zone, the thing that says, okay, I'm ready to face the day. But here's the sneaky little secret. Drinking coffee the second you roll out of bed might not be the gentle boost you think it is, especially once you hit 70. Your body's already doing some pretty cool stuff in the morning, pumping out cortisol, that natural rise and shine hormone, to shake off the grogginess and get you moving. When you slam a cup of coffee on top of that, though, you're basically hitting the gas pedal when the engine's already revving. It spikes your adrenaline, sends your nervous system into overdrive, and sets you up for a jittery crash later. Think shaky hands, a racing heart, or that mid-morning slump where you're wondering why you feel so wiped out. Over time, this habit can throw your sleep schedule out of whack, stress your heart more than it needs, and leave you feeling less refreshed than you deserve. I know what you're thinking. Giving up that first sip ritual feels like losing a piece of yourself. But hold up. You don't have to ditch coffee completely. It's just about timing. Here's the swap. Start your day with a tall glass of water instead. Maybe toss in a slice of lemon or a splash of juice if you're feeling fancy. It's like giving your body a soft, hydrating high five after a long night. Your cells soak it up, your digestion gets a gentle kickstart, and you're setting a calm, steady vibe for the hours ahead. Wait about an hour, read the paper, listen to the birds, whatever. Then have your coffee. By then, your cortisol's easing off, and that caffeine hit lands smoother, like a partner in crime rather than a drill sergeant. Try it for a few days. You might notice your energy feels steadier, your mind a little clearer. It's not about saying goodbye to what you love, it's about making it work better for you. Now let's shift gears to breakfast, or maybe the lack of it. How many mornings do you skip eating altogether because you're just not hungry yet, or grab something quick like a sugary pastry because, honestly, who's got time to whip up a feast at 7 a.m.? I've been there too, standing in the kitchen, half asleep, convincing myself that a donut or a piece of toast slathered with jam is good enough. But here's the reality check. After 70, your body doesn't bounce back from those choices like it used to. Skipping breakfast entirely can leave your energy tanked by mid-morning, making you feel sluggish and foggy when you should be hitting your stride. And loading up on sugar? That's a one-way ticket to a blood sugar roller coaster, spiking fast, crashing hard, and putting extra strain on your heart and pancreas. Over time, it's a recipe for fatigue, weight creep, and even bigger health hiccups down the road. Neither option's doing you any favors when it comes to thriving past 70. Think about someone like Margaret, 72. She used to breeze through mornings with a muffin or nothing at all, figuring it was fine as long as she got through the day. But she'd hit 10 a.m. feeling like she'd already run a marathon, brain fuzzy, body dragging. It wasn't until she made a switch that she realized how much better she could feel. So what's the play here? Try a simple, protein-packed breakfast instead. Nothing complicated, just something like Greek yogurt with a handful of nuts, a scrambled egg with a slice of whole grain toast, or even a smear of peanut butter on an apple. It takes 5 minutes, tops. The protein keeps your blood sugar steady, fuels your brain, and gives your muscles a little boost. Super important when you're over 70 and fighting that natural muscle fade. Add a piece of fruit if you've got a sweet tooth. It's nature's candy without the crash. Picture Margaret now, sipping her tea with a yogurt bowl, smiling through her morning instead of slogging through it. Next time you're tempted to skip or sugar load, give this a whirl. You might just find your days start brighter. Okay, let's get physical for a minute. How do you move in the mornings? Maybe you're someone who jumps right into a big stretch routine the second your feet hit the floor. Or maybe you skip movement altogether because you're not a morning person and figure you'll get to it later. Spoiler, later never comes. Either way, we've got a problem. If you're stretching cold muscles hard and fast, like those old-school toe touches or deep bends, you could be straining your joints and ligaments, especially since flexibility takes a hit after 70. I've seen folks like Tom, 74, swear by his morning stretch ritual, only to spend the rest of the day rubbing his lower back and wondering why it's so sore. And if you're not moving at all, you're letting stiffness settle in deeper, turning your joints into rusty hinges that groan with every step. Neither one's setting you up to feel your best. But here's the good news. You don't need to become a yoga guru or force yourself into a workout you hate. Swap that aggressive stretch or total stillness for a gentle 5 to 10 minute warm-up. Think slow arm circles, a little side-to-side swaying, or a short walk around the house, maybe to the mailbox and back if you're feeling it. Get the blood flowing without pushing too hard. Then, if you're up for it, ease into a light stretch, like reaching for the ceiling with both arms or gently tilting side to side. It's like waking your body up with a whisper instead of a shout. Tom gave this a shot after his back kept nagging him, and within a week, he was hooked. No more creaky mornings, just smooth, easy movement. You can do this too. Start small, keep it soft, and watch how your body starts thanking you with every step. Now let's talk about something you might not even clock as a habit: sitting too long right after you wake up. Maybe you're lingering over the newspaper with your coffee, scrolling through your phone to catch up on texts, or parked in front of the TV for the morning news. It feels harmless, even relaxing, like a little reward for getting out of bed. But here's the catch. After 70, staying glued to a chair first thing can quietly drain your energy and stiffen you up for hours. Your circulation slows to a crawl. Your posture slumps and your muscles start to tighten. Before you know it, you're feeling every ache in your hips, back, and shoulders. Studies back this up. Prolonged sitting is linked to weaker muscles, poorer heart health, even a shorter lifespan. Not exactly the morning glow we're chasing, right? Take Linda. 71. She used to spend her mornings camped out at the kitchen table, flipping through every page of the paper or catching up on emails. She didn't connect the dots until she noticed how stiff and tired she felt by noon, like her get up and go had vanished. So, what's the fix? Break up that sit time with tiny bursts of movement. Stand up every 20 minutes. Refill your water, do a quick lap around the living room, or just sway while you hum your favorite song. Even better, turn one of those sit-down habits into a standing one. Read the headlines, leaning against the counter, scroll your phone on your feet, or watch the news from a standing spot by the couch. Linda started mixing this in, and she swears she feels lighter, looser, like she's shaved years off her mornings. It's not about banning sitting, it's about not letting it hijack your start. Try it tomorrow morning. Stand up once, stretch your legs, and see if you don't feel a little spark you've been missing. All right, let's wrap this up with one that might hit you right in the feels: starting your day with a mental overload. You wake up, grab your phone, and before your eyes are even fully open, you're checking emails, scrolling the news, or running through your to-do list in your head. Bills, appointments, that leaky faucet you keep forgetting to fix. Sound familiar? After 70, your brain's still a powerhouse, but piling on that chaos first thing is like asking it to sprint a marathon with no warm-up. It spikes your cortisol way beyond that natural morning boost we talked about earlier, leaving you anxious, scattered, and honestly kind of wiped out before you've even had breakfast. Over time, this stress wears on your memory, your mood, even your heart, none of which you need dragging you down. I know a guy named Ed, 76. He used to kick off every day with his phone in hand, diving into headlines and messages, and he'd be grumpy and on edge before his coffee was even cold. He didn't see how much it was weighing on him until he tried something different. Here's the swap. Give your mind a quiet, gentle start instead. Spend the first 10 or 15 minutes of your day with something calm. Sit by a window with your water, listen to the birds chirping, or try a quick breathing trick. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4. It's like hitting a reset button for your brain, washing away the noise. After that, ease into your day. Save the news, emails, and mental checklists for later when you've got your feet under you. Ed gave this a go, and he says his mornings feel like a breath of fresh air now. Not a frantic race. Your mind's been carrying you this far, it deserves that kind of TLC too. Try it tomorrow. Just 10 minutes of peace and see if your whole day doesn't shift a little brighter. Okay, let's stretch this out a bit more, because these swaps are worth digging into. Back to that coffee thing for a sec. Maybe you're thinking, but I love my morning coffee. It's my ritual. I hear you, and I'm not here to take that away. It's not about the coffee itself, it's about when it hits your system. After 70, your body's a little more sensitive to those jolts. And timing it right can mean the difference between a steady hum of energy and a wired then tired seesaw. That glass of water first? It's not just about hydration. It's about waking up your insides gently. Think of it like priming a pump. Your kidneys, your gut, even your brain get a little nudge to start the day right. Add that lemon slice, and you're tossing in some vitamin C and a zing that feels like a mini celebration. Then, when you do sip that coffee an hour later, it's like the cherry on top, not the whole sundae. Take someone like Clara, 73. She was a die-hard coffee at dawn fan, but she kept feeling jittery and off all morning. She tried the water-first trick, skeptical as heck, and by day 3, she was texting her daughter about how much calmer she felt. It's not magic. It's just giving your body what it needs, when it needs it. You've got nothing to lose giving it a shot. Worst case, you're extra hydrated, right? And breakfast. Let's linger there a bit longer too. Maybe you're not a skipper, but you're stuck in a rut. Same old cereal, same old toast, day after day. Or maybe you're grabbing whatever's handy because mornings feel rushed, even in retirement. After 70 though, your body's asking for more than quick carbs. It's begging for fuel that lasts. That protein swap isn't just about avoiding a crash. It's about feeding your muscles and brain in a way that keeps you humming. Greek yogurt with nuts? It's creamy, crunchy, and feels indulgent without the guilt. Scrambled eggs with toast? Add a sprinkle of pepper or a slice of avocado if you're feeling fancy. It's comfort food with a purpose. And if you're worried about time, prep it the night before. Crack those eggs into a bowl, stash some fruit in the fridge, done. Look at someone like Bill, 75. He used to live on cornflakes, thinking it was healthy enough, but he'd be starving by 9:30. He switched to eggs and a banana, and now he's out walking the dog without that mid-morning fade. It's not about becoming a chef. It's about giving yourself a foundation that says, I've got your back today. Next time you're staring down that cereal box, pause and picture Bill powering through his morning. You've got this. Let's circle back to movement too, because this one's a game changer. Maybe you're thinking, I don't stretch or skip. I just shuffle around slowly. That's cool. But even that shuffle could use a little love. After 70, your muscles and joints are like old friends. They need a warm hello, not a cold shoulder. That gentle warm-up isn't just about avoiding strain. It's about reminding your body it's still in the game. Those arm circles, they loosen your shoulders so you're not hunching all day. That sway, it wakes up your hips, keeps them from locking up. And if you're up for that short walk, even better. Step outside, breathe the air, let the morning sun hit your face. It's not exercise. It's a conversation with your body. Take Ellen, 72. She used to hobble around for the first hour, blaming old age, until she started a little morning sway routine while her tea brewed. Now she's bending to pet her cat without a second thought. You don't need a gym membership or a personal trainer. Just a few minutes of kindness to yourself. Try it tomorrow. Sway while the kettle's on, and see if your day doesn't start a little smoother. Sitting too long. Let's unpack that more, because it's sneaky. Maybe you're not a news junkie or a phone scroller, but you've got a routine, crossword puzzles, knitting, whatever, that keeps you planted for an hour straight. It feels productive, even meditative, but your body's quietly begging for a break. After 70, circulation's not as zippy as it once was, and sitting lets gravity win. Blood pools, muscles stiffen, and your energy just drains. Those little movement bursts, they're like hitting refresh on your system. Stand up, stretch your arms, maybe do a silly little dance if no one's watching. It's not about burning calories, it's about keeping the gears turning. Linda, our newspaper queen, started setting a timer. 20 minutes, up she goes. She'd water a plant, check the mail, anything. Now she's breezing through her afternoons with energy she didn't know she had. You don't have to overhaul your mornings, just sprinkle in some motion. Next time you're deep in your crossword, stand up once, shake it out, and see if you don't feel a little zing. And that mental overload, oh, let's really sit with this one, but not too long. Maybe you're not an email checker, but you're a worrier, lying in bed, mentally mapping out the day, stressing about grandkids or groceries before you've even brushed your teeth. After 70, your brain's still gold, but it doesn't need that pressure cooker start. It's like revving an engine in the red zone. That quiet swap isn't just about dodging stress, it's about giving your mind space to breathe, to settle, to enjoy the morning. That breathing trick, 4-4-4, sounds simple, but it's a mini superpower. Calms your nerves, steadies your pulse, clears the fog, or just sit with your water, watch the world wake up, let your thoughts float instead of race. Ed, our grumpy phone guy, started leaving his device in the kitchen overnight. Mornings became his sanctuary. You can carve out that piece too. Tomorrow, skip the mental sprint. Sit, breathe, be. See if your day doesn't feel a little softer around the edges. So, here we are. 5 little morning habits that might have been sneaking up on you, and 5 easy swaps to flip the script. You don't have to tackle them all today. Pick one, play with it, see how it lands. Maybe it's water before coffee or yogurt instead of a pastry. Maybe it's a sway instead of a sit, or a quiet moment over a frantic start. Whatever you try, you're not just tweaking your routine, you're giving yourself a shot at more energy, more strength, more life after 70. That's the goal, right? If this sparked something, drop a 5 in the comments and tell me which swap you're testing first. I'm dying to hear. Oh, and if you're feeling this vibe, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. We've got more to explore together. Your mornings are yours to own. Let's make them epic. See you next time.